There's extra kitty. This is my extra. Hey guys, this is Rebecca from Rebecca's Beautiful ASMR Addiction. Obviously, my house is so dusty. I'm going to do a voiceover this morning to just give you a kind of running commentary as to what I'm doing, where I am, why, etc. And how wonderful that you chose to come and hang out with me. This is a little toy car that I got from a subscriber. It's imitating my yellow Bronco, which is sitting in my driveway. And I keep it around all the time. You must know that I am not a professional cleaner. I don't have any special methods, and I'm actually just not open to a lot of advice on how to do things better. That is a really big temptation for everybody, especially when you see them doing it wrong. You know, I know. But I'm good. I'm in the corner of my living room, right next to the front window. And all of my Christmas and Valentine's and whatnot, I don't decorate for Valentine's, but everything's put away, so my house looks a little plain Jane right now. And I kind of like it because it's still a lot compared to some, you know, I have a lot of stuff. This is a faux antique table. It's actually very retro, however, and it's a repurposed sewing machine table. So someone took and put black paint on it and beat it up a bit. A few dead leaves off of that plant. I have left, and whenever I do one of these videos, I definitely, it's something I plan, and so I let dust build up like crazy. So hopefully we can see, you know, a very clear before and after. Since I'm doing things rather point of view with the camera strapped to my neck, you're getting sort of a perspective from where I'm coming from, and don't know if I've ever made a video this way while cleaning, so I'm not sure what you're gonna see. So I'm seeing it kind of now, how you're going to see it. And I do see some results, but not, I don't know, it's very different. Trying to dust with a camera strapped to me. New growth. I think it's probably probably the first time I've ever dusted that plant. I have to say that. A rewipe helps to do the, now see, that's one of those examples of, yeah, Rebecca, it would be better if you dusted the plants first and then the table. Yeah, of course I know that, but sometimes it's like, I didn't know I was going to dust the plant. I just do things how I do them, you know? So I had to turn the blinds because there was almost too much light coming through there. I couldn't see the mantle here. Okay, now I gotta move it out of the way. Actually, it's, and now I got some room. So bright. Brilliant day, you guys. It's a crazy brilliant day. See this perspective, you can see all my wires. We have, my house was built in 1940, so, like that outlet that was just seen on the wall, it doesn't work. So, we have a strange conglomeration with our wires. And my husband says, every time I go, dang, this stupid outlet, blah, 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 whatever, he goes. And I said, why do we have to have so many wires? He says, why are wires? Why are wires? It's such a simple little silly saying, but I think it's so funny. So I find myself saying that instead of griping. I go, why are wires? We have to have so many to set up our computer, etc. So you notice I'm just taking you with me for everything. Even emptying the trash, my goodness. I love this bowl, you guys. Found this once at an antique store, it was. And fell in love with it, you guys. Oh my goodness. And I was happy with it just like it was, and I was just gonna put stuff in it, and I did for a while. And I had it on display like this with a little something in the middle. But then I found this vase, and I went, how is that even possible? Totally different store, different time. And I've had them together ever since. They're not made by the same people. Okay, so this lens wipe idea came to me after I had that request the other week for playing with lens wipes. God, I've got so many of these now. This would be a good use for it. Because our TV screens do collect dust and sometimes gets fingerprints. I think alcohol-based gentle cleaning would work fine on a TV. Because it certainly works on my cell phone. There we go. So, TV cleaning is it's annoying. You guys, it's annoying because it's made of so many different surfaces. So I don't get particular about it. I'm just like, remove the dust. Other things may change, but we start and end with family. Okay, so now I'm just gonna clean the surface of the TV table. And this TV table is, we've had it now for over 10 years. And all it is my husband took we repurposed a vanity desk. He cut the legs off of it to make it low, and then I painted it, and I did not use the right kind of paint, so now it's like chipping everywhere. It's chipping everywhere. But I'm still too lazy to redo it. But my husband finished the top, and I think it's so pretty. Okay, I got this lamp from my old country gift shop that I used to own. That makes this lamp and this lampshade. Gosh, almost 20 years old. It's 20 years old, and it's cracked. Yeah, because I had my gift shop. I closed it down in 2007, and I had it when it opened in 2004. And it's one of those pieces that just didn't sell, and I don't know if it was because it's blue or what, but the pottery, it was a well-known pottery line. Anyway, when the store closed, I had to take it with me. And I've loved it ever since. These matching stereo speakers are a find that my husband and I got from a garage sale. And they really are good. I mean good, and they're old, very old, like I think 1970s, I'm not sure. And the kitty I got from across the street at a garage sale. It's a recent purchase. I've had it for about a year now, maybe over a year. My piano bench. When my husband and I first got married, he tried to have a couple of pianos in the house. We got old ones, and he never ended up playing either one of them. So now we have a piano bench and no piano, but I loved it, so I kept it. A little, totally forgetting the name of this line. I love it, but I'm not a collector. My bookshelf is a massive dust collector, and I am the kind of person who I dust and clean in spurts. Like, I will just see things here and there and clean them. But I don't have a methodical way of... Okay, so let me see what I'm trying to say. I don't have a designated work day. I don't dust on this day or vacuum on this day. And I don't do this room first and work to the other room. I call me a popcorn cleaner. Oh, wow, the kitchen sink, no, the bathroom sink is really dirty right now. So clean the bathroom sink, but don't clean the toilet, don't clean the bathtub. Okay, so then all of a sudden I realized that the bathtub's getting really dirty, and so I just clean the bathtub only. And that's because I hate cleaning, you guys. Honestly, I have to tell you, I really do hate cleaning. But I can't stand a mess for long, that's for sure. I can't live with grime. I can live with a little bit of clutter, a little bit. Designated clutter, like what I have here. These little brass bookends with the children, they come from my mom. It's an heirloom sort of thing. And when I die, I'm going to pass them on to one of my children. I'm not sure if this statement is true. We can do no great things, but we can do small things with great love. I don't know if that's true. But at the time I loved it, and I've held on to it. This is my husband's end table. And it's makeshift because we still haven't found just the right piece of furniture for this house. It has been such a long work in progress because you can only do so much for either lack of funds or energy. You gotta have enough money and energy to remake your house. So we spend what we can afford here and there to get new things, which you have seen by some of my shopping hauls that I get. The little doodads and knickknacks that I want. And I'd rather do that than have a perfectly remodeled house. And it's kind of a strange way to think, I guess, but I know a lot of us are guilty of it. Gosh, I'm having a hard time getting this wipe open, but see, the lens wipes is just something I wouldn't normally try to afford. I just get a big bottle of fluid cleaner, but my husband likes these, so I'm glad I got them. Recognize the box from the other video. Alright, so this is sort of like his corner. And he gets to use my big old bookshelf / bucket bench for his knickknacks. Official Major League Baseball. He and I watch a lot of baseball in the summertime. And so we really got into it one year, and he says, you know what? I want a baseball. An official baseball. So now we've got it. Look at this, you guys. Oh, gosh. And of course, I wiped the shelf compulsively before I had dusted the books. So, no need for anyone to tell me doing things backwards. It's been interesting to listen to his ideas and theories about it. I don't think any of us knows for sure how all of that is going to play out, even though we have the Bible to refer to. So, no offense to anybody, it's out there, and we like to kind of explore ideas and pick people's brains to figure out or theorize ourselves as to what the second coming of Christ will be looking like. End times, as people call it, and a lot of people call it I can't get the word. Well, the end of the world, basically. Alright, so that's his corner finished for the most part. That's better. That's the bucket bench antique that we got from an antique store. Now this, you guys, is our kerosene stove. And in videos I like to pretend there's a fire in it, like a regular fire, but it really just has a big flame, and it works very well to heat the house. So don't have it going right now. I just want to clean this while it's temporarily cooled off. Today we're having a reasonably warm day, so that's when I have a chance to clean this. Look at this. Wow. I have neglected it for a while. Like I said, I really let things go right before I'm going to do a video. And so I grabbed this little SOS pad to try to get some of this residue off. The reason why we have a star down there in the first place is because we didn't want the kettle to be right on the metal surface. He said that it would, I'm not sure what it does, either conducts or conducts less the heat from the stove into the kettle. I don't know. I just took his word for it, okay? This SOS pad is not working, so let me see. There, now I've found a spot that has a little soap on it, and so that's better. I just remember thinking that's way more effective. Apparently the soap in an SOS pad is a great part of its effectiveness. My gloves felt like they were falling off right now, so I'm just gonna grab some paper towels and see if that worked out better. So I can't see anything. I love SOS pads. They really are effective for cleaning if they're new. But I got, I'm just gonna leave a couple stains here. Really just doing, I'm not doing deep cleaning of anything, but I don't do this very often, I have to be honest with you. As I'm getting older, I have actually less energy than I used to, and so I don't do cleaning as much or as deeply as I used to do. So my husband keeps saying, let's hire somebody, let's hire somebody. I think, oh, are you getting tired of a unclean home? God, this rust, this kettle is so rusty. But it helps keep the moisture in the air. Keep a little steam going in your house on the stove. Wintertime, I don't know if you've noticed, but the air is so much drier. Okay, I have not dusted or swept this thing in ages, and there is so much cat hair in here and dust. Oh my gosh. You guys, this is so real and raw. You're seeing the real thing as I see it. I'm hoping that you'll appreciate the sounds and the before and after a little bit as I reveal to you that I'm not a great house cleaner. I don't know if I ever was, even when I was young. I don't think so. I was just too busy doing the stuff that I love to do. I just swept a bunch of dust into my cat's dish here. It's kind of close to the stove, so all I'm doing here is giving it a wipe. I clean the kitty dish every day. Give them fresh water about twice a day because this bowl is so small. They just got crumbs down there, so let's give this a wipe. Little black ceramic bowls. I just thought the little set was so cute when I bought it the first time. But it's almost too small. But not really, I guess. It's too. I have two cats in these small little bowls, but they share it. It's fine. I keep their food on this rug in here. It's the designated cat eating area, the dining rug. I really enjoy listening to them crunch and eat close by. I just washed this rug like 4 days ago. They get it messy so fast. It's unbelievable. Back down you go, and then I'm going to put some food in here. Fresh food. So next I'm going to go get a broom and just pick up the area I made a mess in. I will do the whole kitchen later off camera that you do not see. So I don't show everything that I do, you guys. This is pretty raw and real and upfront, but there's still a lot of things I do off camera. And boy, do I have some plans still for this house. I've got so many more ideas. I would love to change out our heating to a wood stove somewhere someday. But that's way off. This house was such a horrible fixer-upper when we first got it. And I would say we are about 2/3 of the way finished with redecorating it. I mean, what's the word? Renovation. Yes, we're renovating it. I have my daughter Brianna and my granddaughter living with us. So she, well actually she lives in our RV in the driveway. And that way she can have her own kitchen, her own, privacy and space and all that. But she has to come in and use the washer and dryer. So between the both of us, we can make a holy heck of a mess of this washing machine and dryer. Especially as it's near the back door. So there. I'm telling you what, you guys, I have never been in a home yet in my life that produces so much dust and debris ever. And I think it's got to be because we're in the mountains and we're in the dry mountains, desert mountains. And I'm telling you what, so much dust and debris, so much. And, sometimes you just want to give up on trying to keep it clean. So I will let it go for a while. And now some I let go for the purpose of the video, but confession time is I just don't clean this for sometimes months. Just, I maybe throw just swipe a cloth across it now and then, but I never clean it. So, good question is, how often do you clean your washer and dryer? I mean, being so close to this back door, it's crazy. It's crazy. But these are also right across from my dining table. So that's one of the changes I want to make. Eventually my husband's going to make me a separate little laundry room shed type of thing and attach it to the back of the house so I can have this be my real dining room. not this multi-purpose. So you just turn around and there's my dining room table, and back goes the laundry basket. Okay, so I mean, it's functional for now. Just this is my husband's basket that we keep on the dryer so that he can have stuff coming and going from the shed to the car, etc. Convenience. So now we're on the antique refrigerator in the kitchen. This is a bunch of wax that I saved from a candle and used it in my candle warmer back there. And then, yeah, you know what? And I haven't really even, quote, redecorated since Christmas. Have dusted, but have not redecorated. I have just kind of left everything where it was, mostly. But look, I mean, I've dusted since Christmas, and it just is amazing how the dust collects. Okay, so this onion, however, I have never dusted it in 2 years that I've been here. And it is, wow, so heavy with dust. Look at how much flies. Alright, no shame. I think it's just funny. I think it's just funny. When I was young, I wasn't a really great, homemaker, housekeeper, but I was friends with someone who just, I felt better about myself basically because this person allowed food and grime to stay on all kinds of surfaces of the house. And so where she was better than I was at picking up clutter, I was the kind of person who was just like, no, the kids just ate there. And there is mashed potatoes all over the handle of that chair. I can't help but clean that kind of stuff if I see like food or mud or things like that. I have to get it up. And so I'm very meticulous in that way. But it was the clutter, so she was really good about making sure everything was picked up, but left the grime. And I was just opposite. It's like, leave the toys there in the living room. I don't care. But come on, let's clean up the mashed potatoes off the side of the chair. I don't know. Everybody has their way and priorities. But I'm telling you, the older I get, the less it matters to me. I took a bunch of stuff off the walls in the kitchen, in the background there by the stair rail, you can see. And that's because my sister was visiting. She lengthy visit, and she was staying in the attic while she renovated it. And it's like so weird because history repeats itself. Because that very same sister lived in the attic and renovated the attic in my Tennessee home I'm like, what? How strange that history is completely repeating itself. And it's a set of stairs that goes up to the attic. I don't know if you remember the Tennessee home, but that's where I started my channel when I was living in Tennessee. Anyway, she, now I forgot why I was telling you about that. Oh yeah, she was going up and down those stairs, and she was getting so annoyed by all the paintings that I had on the wall because she was afraid she was going to knock one down. So I finally just took them off the wall. And like I said, I haven't redecorated. So all my chickens that were on the stair kind of scattered around the house temporarily. My sister's gone home, and I'm not putting anything back up on the wall just yet because what she started up in the attic needs to be finished by my husband. So he's going up and down the stairs right now. Stairs that are awful. These stairs are so awful. And that's probably going to be the last thing we renovate after the attic is finished. They will just get so filthy dirty and scuffed up unless we can get the attic finished. So that's what my husband's working on right now. And some of this dust on my refrigerator is actually drywall dust. Because they were doing mudding and texturing and all of that. Yeah, that's what all this is. It's part dust, part drywall dust. That's pretty cool before and after though, isn't it? I mean, everything just immediately below the stairs is covered in drywall dust. But this fixture is kind of thirsty. Putting some oil on it. I did have my goose eggs on this, and a couple of them got broken this Christmas. So bummed about that. Now this is a set of bowls that I used in one of my videos when I made some wood soup. If you didn't get to see that video, there are so many videos that I make that seem to be out of people's wheelhouse. And they just think, oh, how stupid, how boring. Won't make nice sounds. Those aren't my triggers. And I get so disappointed that people don't give it a chance. And I think, come on, you guys, it's good, it's good. But I went through a lot of time and expense to make that wood soup video, and it just didn't go over well. And honestly, maybe I just didn't do it right. I don't know. But what a bummer. Here I am left with some beautiful wooden bowls. So, all is not lost because I just think they're so pretty. And they make good props. So, it's okay. But I'm like, you guys, watch my wood soup video. It's good. I love wooden triggers. But I I had to alter this bowl to create lights underneath the water of my wood soup. It was so beautiful, you guys. It was so beautiful. So I could still use this bowl for decoration, but probably we would never, it's a dough bowl, dough making. Isn't that what you call it? For making bread dough in it. I'll probably never use it for that. I don't make my own bread. Probably never will. The things I do at home that are homemade is I make a bunch of different kinds of soup, and so we keep a lot of soup and salad in the house already made up, just so we don't have to wonder who's cooking what's next, so for about a week, soup and salad, it's in the refrigerator ready to go. That wax was not used up yet, so I'm putting it back, and then just getting the last of this antique refrigerator, which we got since we moved here to Susanville. We got it from Reno. In case you're not aware, I am living in California, very northeastern part of California, and we're very close to Reno, Nevada. My sister bought me these pairs. She was in a thrift shop and she just had to get them because she knew I had fruit in my house. What is that? Okay, so, there now. I'm going to move the fruit back later, in case you're wondering. Yeah. So, now I dusted this Hoosier right after Christmas, so I'm not going to be super thorough about this, but that's what I'm going to do next. Just a little wipe, Like I said, I hate grime. If I were to find like a big splotch of food or black pen mark or just, stuff like that, that bugs me. But a little layer of dust that I can't hardly see, I'm just like, whatever. So, yeah, so leftover Christmas decoration needs to come out of here. This Hoosier is not really a Hoosier. Hoosier is one of those things again where the name brand becomes the name for every cabinet. So this is not Hoosier brand Baker's cabinet, but it is a Baker's cabinet that is very similar to a Hoosier. Hoosier is name brand, I repeat. But I got this old cabinet, Baker's cabinet, from Tennessee, in an antique store. Oh my goodness, you guys, I miss the shops in Tennessee, and I know that some of you do too, that I just don't get to do many consignment shop videos or antique stores or shopping because, man, this little podunk, I thought Portland, Tennessee was podunk. Now I find that this city here in Susanville, California, in the middle of the mountains, is so podunk. And we just don't have anything that's super creative we got the Goodwill. But you know, my problem with that is I can't make a video there because the music is so loud. This towel is such a gorgeous towel that I got from a subscriber. Sweet lady. She just, yeah, she just got me pegged, you know. Love that towel. And it says live life happily ever after. Happily, not happily. Such a clever play on words, and I just love it. So that's what I keep hanging out of this bowl. Sometimes I use it, but the beautiful dish towels that I get from subscribers now and then are just, they're so pretty that I won't use them. They're on display, you know. So I realize I have a little bit of dust built up back here, and I had to grab that. Okay. Push this back in there, and then I think, like I said, I had already done this cabinet some time ago, a month ago. And those are scratches on that red part, so it's not dust and not leaving crap on there. It just looks like it. Okay, that's done. Now, you guys, I brought out my vacuum. I tried to do a vacuuming video, and it didn't go over very well, and I didn't like it all that much, so, but I'm going to do some vacuuming today. When I saw this, I was just like, whoa, look how dusty this is. I keep it by the back door so it collects. Oh my goodness. And so I thought, maybe you guys would be interested in seeing the vacuum that I use. I'm kind of stuck with the Dirt Devil brand because it's good for a small house. I don't need any. Well, I did have an old-fashioned one that I was using in Tennessee. It was retro, and that's what I did the video with. But I gave that to my husband to use in his workshop. This one just makes more sense because it's got all the attachments and the other one doesn't. Yeah, so I was just appreciating the before and after of that, and that's when I noticed that this little container has some cat hair stuck in it. So I'm opening this up. See what's going on. It's like this little area is not supposed to have anything in it. And I'll tell you ahead of time that as I'm taking this out, I'm imagining that at the time I was imagining I could just pull that hair out and everything would be done, but it didn't go that way. Turns out that there was a lot of obstruction inside of this, and so after I finished this little part in the video, which I abruptly end, I had to fix it later because this little didn't line up. There was too much debris in there, and I had to keep working on it off camera. But see, all that dust and hair was because the pipe wasn't lined up in there, and that's just from, you know, a couple of years use, and eventually things built up and it caused a little bit of a problem. So I was quite proud of myself for having fixed that. Now here we're going to, you can see I've already dusted this table like last week. There's not much on it, but I'm kind of then looking over at this plant and realizing it has some dusty leaves, but not bad enough to do the whole thing, so I'm not doing all of them. I'm not really good at keeping plants alive. This is an old chair that we bought from an antique store, and I asked my husband to cut it down, and so I could turn it into a quilt rack. I saw the idea somewhere on the internet, and I just bought this chair, and he did it. And I love having that little quilt rack on my wall. We are in the entryway now. I've just jumped around to another spot. And this flashing light that you see happening here is just sunlight, super powerful sunlight glinting through the blinds. I'm like, oh gosh, it's blinding. No pun intended. But apparently I cleaned the table but didn't do the apples the last time I dusted. Just do this lampshade real quick, and then I don't think that my the saddle that I have in the corner of the room is really dusty or dirty or anything, but I'm just gonna go over there and show you. I love this saddle. I got it from an second-hand antique store in Reno, Nevada, and I did it for a video request, and I love it. I'm keeping it, you guys. It's so cool. So I love it. And I made a saddle squeaking video. If you didn't catch that, man, that is so wonderful. But yeah, it used to belong to a Native American lady. So I'm done now, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I didn't get the whole house done and probably never will. But I'm so pleased that you came to see me clean, and I will see you in the next video. Okay, bye-bye.